Good morning. Could everyone please begin to move to your seats at this time? Please move to your seats. Thank you. Good morning again. Please begin to take your seats. We are going to get started very soon. Good morning. We're ready to get started. Please take your seats.
additional centerpieces, and they're actually bringing those in.
Yeah, I know.
So I think it'll be
Yeah, she's just gonna kind of do it conspicuously.
so once you say as part of this,
Good morning. Good morning. On behalf of the Prince George's County Economic Development Corporation, my name is Ingrid Watson, President and CEO, proud to welcome you this morning to the State of the Economy breakfast. Thank you for joining us to celebrate the momentum of our Prince George's County businesses, partners, and communities, and hear from our amazing leader, County Executive Aisha Braveboy. Thank you. We have a full and inspiring program ahead. It is now my esteemed pleasure to introduce a steadfast champion for Prince George's County businesses, MH Jim Estep, of the Greater Prince George's Business Roundtable. Jim, the mic is yours.
Thank you, Ingrid, and good morning. You know, it's always hard when you get up early in the morning and you try to figure out what are you going to wear and what's the style. And I look around the room and I see such a variety of clothing. And looking at the male side, you know, I'm trying to figure out, do I wear an open collar? Do I wear the tight cuff thing, you know, that's very popular? Do I have one split in the back of my coat? Or should I have two? And some will tell you that we're in the process of changing from 2 to 1. Well, I was just getting used to the 2. And anyway, I can imagine what it is for all of you to get up early in the morning and be out here on the road and to listen to folks that have a lot to say about a growing county. I have the pleasure of introducing some young folks that are a part of this county's future, but also a part of the present of this county. And they have immense talent, and being at Oxon Hill High School, they're particularly singled out for the talent that they have. And they're going to provide us this morning with a color guard and an honor guard in essence, and also sing the national anthem. Carmelo Coleman will be singing the national anthem. Let's give them all of the attention that we have in the room this morning and thank them for what they're doing to plan for their future.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn early light. What so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad scribes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Great job. Thank you. What is it?
I'll show you. I can show you on the.
Mr. Johnson's name on there?
So you can bring her up.
Seems like we have some of our guests who were scheduled to give the invocation have not arrived yet. So we have an incredible substitute. There's no problem whatsoever. And she will have as much grace to provide us with as anyone else. Let's welcome Senior Pastor Lola Moore Johnston, Senior Pastor of Restoration Praise Center, to give the invocation this morning. Welcome.
Thank you, everyone. Good morning. Would you bow your heads with me? Let's pray together. Gracious God, we come before you today with grateful hearts, acknowledging that you are the source of wisdom, opportunity, provision, and every good gift. Thank you for the privilege of gathering together as leaders, innovators, public servants, clergy, entrepreneurs, and community partners who share a common desire to see Prince George's County flourish. As we begin, we invite your presence into our conversation and our plans. Grant us wisdom to lead well, vision to see new possibilities, and courage to pursue what serves the common good. May our discussions be marked by integrity, collaboration, and a genuine desire to create opportunity and prosperity for all. Today, we ask your blessing upon County Executive Aisha Braveboy, the Prince George's County Economic Development Corporation, the Greater Prince George's County Business Roundtable, and every leader represented here. Grant them wisdom, integrity, courage, and favor as they steward the future of this great county. May this gathering be more than informative. May it be transformative. May the ideas shared, the partnerships formed, and the plans developed today contribute to the prosperity of our county, the flourishing of our communities, and the well-being of all who call it home. Bless our food and fellowship. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Thank you very much. Enjoy breakfast.
Thank you. Good morning. Can I have your attention, please? Could you please take your seats so the staff can serve everyone? We would greatly appreciate your cooperation. Thank you. We appreciate it. The program will begin in just a few minutes.
Folks, if I could get you to pause for a moment. I know this is a tough time to break you up when you're having conversations and networking, but we have a special person with us today who also wants to offer prayer, not only for this gathering, but for Prince George's County and our success and our future. So I'd like to welcome His Holiness, Priest Kishore Pujaris, and he represents the Hindu faith, and I'd like for him to come up now. He is, his facility is in Beltsville, and His Holiness, if you would come up and offer your prayer.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Shanti Path from Yajurveda. Harihi Om Adyohu Shantirantarikshguhu Shantihi Prithvi Shantirapah Shantirokhadayah Shantihi Vanaspatayah Shantirvishve Devaha Shantir Brahma Shantihi Sarvagu Shantihi Shantireva Shantihi Sama Shanti Redhi Jato Yata Samihase Tato No Abhayam Kuru Sannaha Kuru Prajabhyo Bhayannaha Pasubhyaha Visvani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasuva Jadbhadrantanna Asuva Om Shantihi 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 Susantir Bhavatu Sarvarishta Shantir Bhavatu. Thank you.
The Hindu prayer that we just heard, His Holiness Mahant Swami, he usually teaches the Hindu community that in the joy of others lies our own. We start today's meeting and County Executive a great step forward with doing an event like this to show all of us what the state of economy for Prince George's County is and what the plans are. The prayer that we heard talks about peace. It talks about prosperity comes when you have peace all around you. Peace in your mind, peace in your words, peace in your actions. Peace around you, peace within nature, peace within space, peace within fire, peace within water, peace within the atmosphere and the air that we breathe, and peace within the relationships that we keep. Today we pray to God for any faith that we believe in. We pray to God that prosperity comes when we feel peace within. So may our intentions, actions, and words inspire peace. Thank you so much, and let's have a great meeting.
Thank you. I hope you all are enjoying breakfast. Thank you to the MGM staff and the team for providing this wonderful breakfast and for such wonderful service. So now I want to bring up someone very special. So as we celebrate our powerful partnerships across Prince George's County, I'm honored to introduce my former colleague, the leader of our county council, the Honorable Crystal Oriada, to offer greetings from the county council.
Good morning, everyone. As she mentioned, I'm Councilwoman Crystal Oriada. I have the pleasure of representing District 7 and also serving as the chair of the County Council. And I just want to first give greetings on behalf of our council, and we are really excited for this conversation today. I want to also say thank you to the amazing leader and partner we have in our county executive. If we can give her a round of applause. We have a county executive that I'm so excited for her vision for the county. So on the council, we have this saying, and she adds it too, that the county is open for business. And what does that mean? When we see things that some people see as challenges, as losses, right? When we look at the Six Flags or we look at the stadium, what the county executive saw and what we saw as a council is an opportunity for us to increase our revenue, opportunity for development. And what we also understand is there's an opportunity for everyone to be at the table and for everyone to win. We want to see development that centers the residents of Prince George's County. When we say the residents, that means it's development that is centered in what they want to see come into the community, but it also means centering the businesses that are here. We have so many small minority businesses and large businesses that are rooted right here in the county. And sometimes we have conversations with them about how they do business everywhere but Prince George's. And so how do we change that? That's the mission and the vision of our shared collaboration. None of this, though, will be possible without partnership. We have to be in lockstep about how we're going to move the county forward. And I'm excited that that is what we see in this moment and in this era. We have a county executive that has said she is going to make sure that the development process is streamlined, that permits move faster, that no one says that they're not going to come to Prince George's County because it takes too long, right? She is going to make sure she holds everyone accountable to that standard. And she has a partner in the council that says we are on board with that shift and that change. That yes, we want to have community input. Yes, we want to have development that makes sense, but we want to be competitive, not just in the region, but across the country. I said it when I became chair, is that we want to be the prototype for what is possible. So I'm excited about this conversation. I'm excited about the leadership that I see in our county executive. I'm excited about the moment before us and what we have an opportunity to do. But I say this all the time, I voted for the county executive. This is who I wanted. And so there's an important thing that happens, that I have the council I wanted, the county executive I wanted. We have an amazing governor, right? And so it's our responsibility to now deliver. We're no longer talking about what will happen when we have the stars align and amazing leaders in the right positions. We have everyone we need. Now it's our turn to deliver, and I hope that you join us in delivering what's best for Prince George's County. Thank you.
Now, that's what you call a fast breakfast coming in, which is the way I love it. I'm going to introduce a few of the folks in the room. Unfortunately, we can't introduce everyone, but I believe he is here. I want to start out with commending our county executive and the council and everyone who's been involved, the school board, in bringing to us a permanent superintendent of schools. Dr. Sean Joseph, I can't see because of these lights. Are you here in the audience? If you are, please stand up. And Madam Executive, sometimes these things take forever. You guys got together, you made it happen fast in Prince George's County, and our children are better off as a result. So thank you very much. Education and public safety are the biggest priorities of the people who live in this county. Let me start off by introducing some of our elected officials that are here. And there are a lot of them. You can use your own judgment. Usually when you say, hold your applause until the end, no one does. So we'll just throw them out there, and then you decide on how you're going to greet them. But we are fortunate to have the top elected officials of Prince George's County here. Let me start off with the council chair who just spoke to you, Crystal Oriata, District 7. Wanika Fisher, District 2. Tim Adams, former Mayor Bowie. And Tim is accompanied by the most important person in his family, the person who headed the circuit court in the 7th Judicial District. She's incredible. Anybody who knows her knows how much she loves this county and how much she loves being a part of it and supporting Tim. The Honorable Judge Sheila Tillerson Adams. This is a little bit out of my list here, but we also have a retired federal judge who is the state's attorney of Prince George's County, chairs our hospital board at Capital Region, Judge Williams, who is here, I believe. Judge, please stand up. And we thank you so much for your career and the fact that you are continuing to give back to the citizens here. From the 9th District on the County Council, Sidney Harrison. And we have 2 at-large members that were added to the County Council a few years ago. At-large, Council Member Walla Blagay. At-large, Council Member Jolene Ivy. And County Council Administrator David Murray. From the state delegation, Senate Delegation Chair Senator Ron Watson from District 22. Senate Delegation Vice Chair Senator Nick Charles. Senator Alonzo Washington from District 22. Delegate Andrea Harrison, District 24. Delegate Karen Tolles from District 25. Delegate Denise Roberts from 25th District. Delegate Julian Ivey from the 47th District. And from our House delegation, Chris Valderrama. And the majority whip of the House of Delegates, Ashante Martinez. And also a delegate to the House, Kim Taylor.
Judge Cotton, the new chief of the circuit. Ed Burrows and Chief Justice Cotton.
I'm going to be introducing.
Oh,
yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Throw that in there. Their Chief
I don't want to miss him, even though he's going to speak later, but we have Ed Burrows from the County Council, former chair. And we have Judge Cotton, the chief. There's another individual here who's not currently an elected official, but he certainly served 2 terms as our county executive, was in the House of Delegates, and has got a great smile. Now, I don't know if that's gotten him through a lot of things because he's got that smile and got that charisma, but I sure enjoyed working with him when he was county executive. Rashern Baker, who is a candidate for Congress. I'd like to introduce again very quickly The members of the Board of Directors of the Greater Prince George's Business Roundtable and Andrews and Business and Community Alliance. And again, we'll use the same rules and go through fairly quickly. I'm not sure he's here, but I'm going to mention his name anyway. Doyle Mitchell, the president of Industrial Bank, is chairman of our board. Doyle, how are you? And this next person is our host today here at MGM, the secretary treasurer of the Business Roundtable, Ms. Melanie Johnson, the president here at MGM. And the Honorable Tim Adams, who is here. Tim, I think. Rosalind, all right, there you go. Let's hear that again. Tim Adams. Rosalind Bishop from the Andrews Federal Credit Union. Dr. Stephen Michaels from MedStar Southern Maryland Hospital. Amber Perry, president of PepCo. And great job, by the way, Amber. We had a bit of a storm not too long ago, and even down in rural Croom, the electricity stayed on. So, got to commend you for that. From the Capital Region Hospital, part of the system, also a board member at the Business Roundtable, Nat Richardson. And from Luminous Doctors Hospital, also a part of the board, Deneen Richmond. And a good friend of mine, a person who is a part of the public safety team that protects us every day, does an incredible job. And when I saw that she was being appointed by the county executive as our fire chief, I thought, what a great pick. Nancy and I have known the chief for some time, have a great deal of admiration for her, and she does an incredible job. Let's welcome, and I'm going to use her nickname because she likes that, Mimi Michaelides, who is chief of the Fire and EMS department. And the same with our police agency. Again, when you read the press and you see the things that occur and how quickly they're dealt with by an incredible group of professionals, it makes you feel good. And if you live in the county, it's a part of the security that is wrapped around us, along with other institutions like our school system, that make this a great place to live and to work and to prosper. And we're on the move. This county is moving. And without a doubt, we have a leadership team in place that's going to help to bring that about. I'd like to introduce Assistant Police Chief George Nichols. All right. Got another one here. So, folks, elected officials, as you come in, and we haven't announced you, please make sure you do. This is, I would imagine, the newest member of the Prince George's County Council, Danielle Hunter. All right. I'm going to call on the president of EDC again to announce our sponsors, and then we'll be back getting the program moving toward the county executive's remarks. Ingrid?
Thank you, Jim. Appreciate you. So events like this are possible because of committed partners, phenomenal business leaders across the county and beyond. We offer our heartfelt thanks to our presenting gold, silver, and bronze sponsors. So for our gold sponsors, we want to thank MedStar Southern Maryland, Employ Prince George's, and Pepco. Thank you so much for your support. Our silver sponsors include NAI Michael, University of Maryland Capital Region Health, GS Proctor and Associates, Luminous Health, and Andrews Federal Credit Union. Thank you to our silver sponsors. We appreciate your support. Now to our bronze sponsors, the Prince George's County Revenue Authority, Rogers Consulting, McNamee Hosea, Broadband Connect, LLC, SA Tech, there you go, Peterson Company, National Harbor, and the Prince George's County Council Administration. Thank you all for your support. Your continued partnership accelerates business growth, innovation, and jobs across the county. Thank you so much. I would also like to give special acknowledgement and recognition to the members of the Prince George's County Economic Development Corporation Board. Orlin Johnson, our president, Marva Jo Camp, vice president, Gary Michael, treasurer, James R. Estep, Nathaniel Richardson, and Sharon Morton. Thank you so much for all you do for EDC. I also want to extend a special recognition to my amazing predecessor, David Iannucci. I think he's here in the house. And if Gwen McCall is here, she also led the EDC, so I want to thank her as well. And one more person that I saw today was my partner in economic development crime, I say, President and CEO of the Washington, D.C. Economic Partnership, Mr. Derek Ford. Derek, are you here? Thank you very much. He's also my Leadership Greater Washington classmate. So now, to frame our progress and where we're headed, please turn your attention to the screens for a brief look at the past, present, and future of Prince George's County. We're proud of our story and excited for what's next.
Last June, we made a promise to remove barriers, accelerate growth, and build a strong economy for all Prince Georgians. We knew we had work to do.
The Greenbelt FBI headquarters site, and I will concede nothing. So this site will be the largest single economic development project in the history of Prince George's County.
We're looking at ways of streamlining our development process, which we've worked with DPI, as well as Park and Planning and other agencies that play a role in development to streamline that process, to make it easier for businesses to open their doors. Today, that promise is real. We've launched a fast-track permitting system that helps businesses open faster and grow stronger.
Well, we're very excited about the opportunity that we see here in Prince George's County and the commitment of this county executive to expediting the approval process and her commitment to creating economic development here in the county.
I'm presenting to the Prince George's County Council and the public my proposed FY27 budget. We've closed our structural deficit. We have closed the gap. We are attracting new investments, creating new jobs, and delivering results you can see across our county.
we are excited about being able to bring Sphere to Prince George's County. It was the most coveted economic development prize for this. Really, in the country, we will be the second location for Sphere in the U.S., and Prince George's County is a bright, shining light, and everyone is wanting to be here. So we're excited about that. We're excited about Six Flags. We're excited about the development along the Blue Line corridor and other projects that are coming up in Prince George's County.
That attitude reflects leadership. And so all that we see going on is because her vision, her tenacity, and her wherewithal to move Prince George's forward. So thank you, Aisha. Thank you so much.
The future of Prince George's County is bold, innovative, and built for everyone who calls this amazing county home. Prince George's County, we are rising, we are building, and together we are elevating the future.
Elevate Marco! Elevate Bernardin! Elevate Prince George's! Elevate Prince George's County!
Prince George's County, look how far we've come.
Boy, that gives you inspiration. And you can just feel the excitement with everybody who works for the county, who's a part of the executives team, and everyone who does their part, businesses, people who work for these businesses in our county, and those who are working very, very hard to deliver good service and to attract folks to our county. You know, I have a partner that I didn't introduce. We've only been together 43 years, and I should know better, but occasionally I do get some counseling. I'd like to introduce my wife of 43 years, Nancy. Gives me a great deal of pleasure to introduce some folks that are going to tell you about how well this county is doing and give you the outline for the future. These two individuals play a big part in the leadership of our county. The first one is Council Member Ed Burrows. Ed is from the 8th District. He's a former chair of the council, former member and chair of the Prince George's School Board, and a young man that I've gotten to know that one thing I got to say for him, I don't think I know anyone who knows how to get elected better than he does. I mean, when he runs for office, he gets elected. And everybody loves a winner, Ed. So, but his role today is going to come up just before the county executive and kind of put things in perspective as to where the county was at the time the transition was made. And I think it's important when you consider that we had a situation take place where the previous administration was part of the way through their term when this county executive came into office. Ed was there. Ed knew exactly what was going on and can bring us up to date at the close of that. After that, the county executive is going to deliver her remarks that will tell us the state of the economy in our county. Aisha Braveboy is someone who is not new to public office. We were kidding each other. I told her earlier, I didn't know if she remembered, but the first time we met, the first time we got together to discuss legislative business, she was in the Maryland General Assembly. And we met at one of the most exclusive restaurants in Camp Springs. And I'll give you a hint. It's directly across from Andrews Air Force Base, which probably doesn't contain the top restaurants in the county, certainly some good ones, but I think this place was called McDonald's. And, but we talked through the issue that I had wanted to meet with her on, and things worked out so well. But what was important to me, because I was meeting her for the first time, I'd heard about her, but I hadn't met her, was the fact that she took the time to sit down with me on what probably was considered a relatively minor issue with her, but it was very important to me, very important to the work that we were doing. And I think that highlights her whole persona. The fact that she is a person who will listen. And we don't have a lot of folks out there today in important positions who will take the time to listen to what the people have to say. And I think that's an important part of the way her administration is taking shape. That yes, there's a team, and a lot of folks are involved in bringing about decisions. But in the end, she's going to study the recommendations presented to her, often going to meet with people directly, and then make a decision on what the final policy is going to be. We need that. We need someone who will be open like that in this day and age of where it appears that some elected officials don't listen to their constituents before they make decisions. So that, to me, is a refreshing part of not only working with business in our county, but being a resident here and being a resident for most of my life. I think all but 6 years of my life have been spent here. And so it's important to all of us that we have leadership who is listening, who understands the issues, those of public safety and education. And with the county executive's humble background, her parents were immigrants from Grenada, and she just brings with her a purity and a devotion to public service that is rare. And you're going to enjoy her remarks, enjoy what she has to say. So we're going to welcome up first Councilmember Ed Burrows, and then Prince George's County Executive Aisha Braveboy, who will deliver remarks on the state of our economy.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to District 8. It is an honor to introduce a leader who stepped into this role at a very defining moment in Prince George's County's history. When County Executive Aisha Braveboy began her administration, the county was facing real challenges. And I want to take a moment to speak honestly about those challenges, because without doing so, it would be difficult to understand the magnitude and appreciate the progress that has been made in less than a year. When she came in, Prince George's County was in a major structural budget deficit. That meant pressures on funding our priorities, difficult questions about investing in schools, public safety, infrastructure, economic development, and at the core, services to our residents. We were seeing the impact of federal job loss in a county where so many families are connected to federal employment, federal contracting, and it wasn't just Prince George's County, it was our entire region. But the madness on the federal level, when you have over 30,000 federal workers and contractors who are living here in Prince George's County, shook the very foundation of our local economy. We were also confronting the reality that the Washington Commanders would soon be leaving Prince George's County. That was more than the loss of a team. It was a major economic anchor, a regional destination, and a source of visibility that had been tied to our county for decades. even though most of my life they were not winning. My father would kill me if you heard me say that. That is not on here. But hey, we still root for him. Then Six Flags, who had been here for more than 50 years, announced they would close their doors in November 2025. For families, that park held memories. For the county, it raised serious questions about taxes, jobs, loss of revenue, tourism, and what would happen at one of the most significant and iconic destinations in Prince George's County. And across the business community, there were these long-standing concerns about permitting, developmental timelines, customer service, and whether or not Prince George's County could move at the speed required to compete not only regionally, but across the country to attract the type of businesses that our constituents desire. That was the reality. It was a moment of financial pressure, economic uncertainty, loss of anchors, and shaken confidence. But what matters most in leadership is not what you inherit. What matters is what you do with what you inherit. And County Executive Aisha Braveboy, who did not enter this untested from her time in the General Assembly, from her time at Children's Hospital, from her time as a tough prosecutor, she entered this role as county executive with discipline, courage, accountability, commitment to public safety and justice, and navigated this county government in less than 1 year through some challenging times. And that is the same commitment that she is showing as county executive. She walked into a difficult situation, but she did not allow Prince George's County to be defined by our losses. She did not allow the uncertainty to become our reality. She did not allow the major departure of anchors to become the end of our story. Instead, she brought urgency, she brought vision, and she brought discipline. She brought a clear message that Prince George's County would not stand still, would not lower its expectations, and would not wait for someone else to rescue our own future. So today, as we hear the state of the economy, we're not simply hearing about projects. We're hearing about a county that is refusing to stand still. We're hearing about a county that is becoming more and more competitive each day. We're hearing about a county that is absolutely influential and that has been intentional and has been preparing for our future. We're hearing from a leader who inherited serious challenges and chose to meet them with action. And I'm just so excited to bring up our county executive, who you will see throughout the demonstration of what you're about to hear, that Prince George's County's best days are yet ahead. And it's not by accident, it's not by coincidence, it's because of your vision, your dedication, you not giving up. Our county executive, Aisha Braveboy.
Thank you so much, and you may be seated. And as usual, my play brother set the bar high, and but it's great to be here with you. Thank you so much, Councilmember Burrows, for that warm introduction. And I would be remiss, having served as state's attorney for 6 years, I'd be remiss if I did not thank and welcome the Chief Administrative Judge of the Circuit Court, Danica Cotton, for being here today. I want to begin with a scripture that speaks to the power of perseverance. Galatians 6:9 tells us, "Let us not be weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." Those words speak directly to this moment. Building stronger A stronger economy does not happen overnight. It takes discipline, it takes partnership, it takes resilience, and it requires the courage to stay focused even when the challenges are difficult. Over the past year, we have stayed focused, we have stayed committed, and we've stayed the course. And now we are beginning to see the fruits of that work. We are seeing new investments. We are seeing new opportunities, and we're seeing renewed confidence in Prince George's County, not because the challenges disappeared, but because we refused to give up. And today, I am proud to say that the state of Prince George's County's economy is strong and getting stronger. Thank you, Madam President and CEO Ingrid Watson. Your leadership at EDC will be transformative, and I look forward to continuing to partner with you and your board and your team. And to Jim Estep, my Golden Arches buddy. It is great to be with you. And you know, I think I remembered actually now what we talked about. We were talking about a school being built on Andrews Air Force Base, and you needed our support in Annapolis, and I was happy to do so. So thank you for the memories. Thank you. I want to thank both organizations, the Business Roundtable and the Economic Development Corporation, along with businesses, government, community, faith, and nonprofit leaders across the county for helping us to elevate Prince George's County as the premier place in this region where people can live, work, invest, build, and play. I also want to acknowledge, and I ask her to stand up, our County Council Chair, Crystal Oriaga. She leads unapologetically, and I think that's because, like me, she had an experience at Howard University, HU. If you don't know, now you know, right? Thank you for your partnership and for your efforts in passing the county's nearly $6 billion fiscal year 2027 operating budget, which makes significant investments in our school system, public safety, and core government operations. Third, I want to thank our state delegation for your hard work this legislative session and for bringing home nearly $450 million in state investment to Prince George's County. Lastly, but certainly not least, I want to acknowledge and ask our now permanent superintendent of schools, Dr. Sean Joseph, to stand. You are literally raising our future, and I look forward to our continued partnership as we strengthen our schools, support our students, and connect education to economic development opportunities. From the beginning, my administration, I said, you know what, we are going to have a vision to transform this community into the East Coast premier destination for technology, innovation, sports, entertainment, hospitality, and inclusive economic growth. That vision is tied to 5 clear goals. First, we must grow our commercial tax base. Second, we must elevate our retail, hospitality, sports, and entertainment sectors. Third, we must increase the number of high-quality jobs in Prince George's County. Fourth, we must expand opportunities for small and local businesses. And fifth, we must support our agricultural community. Did you know that Prince George's County has an agricultural community? We're going to talk about it. But vision alone is not enough. A vision without execution is just a speech. But a vision with discipline and alignment becomes reality. From the moment I took office, my administration understood the responsibility before us, and we moved with purpose to ensure our government operated with discipline and fiscal responsibility. This work was championed by our Chief Administrative Officer, Maxine Bardwell. So everyone can see you, Maxine, whose expertise, discipline, and dedication have been instrumental to our success. I also want to express my deep gratitude for my entire leadership team. Can you stand up, my team, leadership team for the county? Especially the fiscal leaders like Miss Angela Fair-Baker, Director of the Office of Management and Budget, and Miss Linda Allen, the Director of the Office of Finance. Our collective efforts have guided us through complex challenges and sustained our commitment to responsible governance and the elimination of our structural deficit. Thank you so much to this team for your hard work over the past 11 months. And guess what? It does not get easier. You know me. Everything we do is designed to enhance the quality of life, modernize service delivery systems, and support the economic growth our residents rightfully expect. Execution matters, and how we deliver service is essential to how we rebuild trust and drive growth. That is why the county engaged Basilio, Cobb and Associates. Ralph Basilio is a longtime Prince Georgian, if he could stand. No, he's around here somewhere. To conduct a 90-day operational review across 3 core areas: financial management, organizational effectiveness, and risk management. That report identified 23 recommended priority actions for the county, and we have already begun implementing those recommendations. These improvements position the county to move forward with clarity, confidence, and fiscal discipline. Now, let me share with you what the economic data tells us. 3 weeks ago, my team and I presented to the bond rating agency about the county's economic and fiscal outlook. I am proud to say that our AAA bond rating was reaffirmed by S&P Global and Fitch Ratings. During that presentation, we highlighted several key indicators of our progress. We reported the county's average employment grew by 3.4% in calendar year 2024, the highest growth in 18 years. We also shared that the average weekly wage increased by 4% between the third quarters of 2024 and 2025. Additionally, we highlighted another year of strong real property assessment growth. Since 2016, every part of the county has seen double-digit reassessment growth, signaling a strong and resilient real estate market. Of course, we also acknowledge the challenges we face, including the impact of federal job losses. But even with those challenges, Prince George's County has shown remarkable resilience, weathering these impacts to a lesser extent than many neighboring communities. I want to thank members of our business community for standing beside us and being with us during the federal shutdown. In particular, I want to thank our utilities, PEPCO, BG&E, WSSC. Thank you so much to all of you. And Washington Gas, sorry. Thank you to all of you, because it's really important that families can count on their lights coming on, their water being available to them, and having heat through this difficult time. In addition, we had some amazing partners, including West Bonco, Andrews Federal Credit Union, and the Prince George's County Credit Union, who provided low or no interest loans to our residents. Let's give them all a round of applause. But this occurrence is central to the point that we must drive our own long-term growth. If Prince George's County is going to win, we must be ready with the doors open, disciplined when the moment comes, and bold with the boldness to walk through it. One of the priorities I addressed upon entering the office was streamlining the permitting and entitlement processes. And I want to thank the Maryland National Capital Park and Planning Commission for being great partners with us. Let's give them a round of applause. An efficient permitting process is a tool that drives economic development. And if our systems are not efficient and predictable, we lose opportunities to other jurisdictions that are prepared to move faster. To address this, we launched the Permitting Fast Track program in September 2025. There are two key initiatives under this program. The Fast Track for small businesses under 5,000 square feet, although we do plan to increase that now, and the Fast Track for large development projects. The goal of these initiatives are to maximize business opportunities, eliminate backlogs, and reinforce that the county is open for business and ready to serve. So I want to thank Dawud Abraham, as well as Mary Giles and Larry Hintz, under the leadership of Kevin Stevens, who was our DCAO. They understood the assignment, and I can tell you that for small businesses, we've cut permitting plan review times from more than 40 days to just 6 days, an 85% reduction. So if you are ready and you respond, we're going to be ready and we will respond. At this time, I want you to hear from our small businesses who've been able to be serviced by this new fast track process.
So going through the fast track process, it was really a fluid process, if you will. I was very satisfied, and it was very refreshing seeing how things could move almost seamlessly through the process. So we're very happy to have it. I had tried before with the done permits before, prior to fast track. This is definitely a game changer. If you're a business outside of Prince George's County, now is the time to come be a part of it, because you've got the support of DPI and organizations and the county executive to make sure we get up and running and create jobs and opportunity for the community.
The decision to move to the fast track process was almost a no-brainer, because it meant that the reviews of the plans would be faster and it would be more efficient, and there was accountability to where the plans were to be able to understand how to expedite that process and move forward for our clients, where time was money. I am very satisfied with the experience, because it gives us the assurance that we can track, not only in our records, but in public records, where a project is at any one particular time. The county executive's initiative to reduce barriers have been very helpful, because it's those barriers that slow down our ability to see and to move projects through the system with confidence. Knowing that this initiative has been put in place gives us that assurance that we can convey to our clients and other applicants that the process is and has gotten better.
Well, we're very excited about the opportunity that we see here in Prince George's County, and the commitment of this county executive to expediting approval process and her commitment to creating economic development here in the county. We decided to go to the fast track process because there was an obvious need to better coordinate among the agencies. We're very encouraged with the attention that County Executive Braveboy has brought to this process, and we're already seeing results and good coordination among the agencies.
So going through
Thank you. The work that we are doing in DPI and with Park and Planning is helping to advance more than $18 billion in large-scale development projects currently moving through our pipeline. We are committed to delivering these projects on time because we move at the speed of opportunity. First, let me talk about Sphere. Many of you are familiar with the 18,000-seat immersive experience venue in Las Vegas. Well, for the first time, the owners of Sphere have decided to develop another smaller Sphere that will be only the second Sphere in the United States. The second venue is coming, guess where? Down here, right across the street in Prince George's County. This project was going to go somewhere in the DC, Maryland, Virginia region, but our economic development team leaned into our competitive strength, and we developed the most attractive and responsible incentive package to bring this global attraction to National Harbor. Sphere at National Harbor is projected to cost over $1.4 billion to build, one of the largest single investments in the history of Prince George's County, only really rivaled by this place we're in now, MGM. And I want to thank our former county executive, Rashawn Baker, for being here and for helping to lay the foundation along with our prior county executive in making National Harbor a premier destination for the country. It will be a 6,000-seat entertainment venue featuring immersive sound and artistic and branded content visible for miles. The venue will host concerts, original Sphere experiences, and brand events year-round. Ernst & Young projects that the venue will bring approximately 2 million visitors to Prince George's County every year. It is